Yep. All right, we're ready to get going with Coach. So just use the raise hand button like we do at home, and we'll get rolling. Aiden.
Coach, yet again, we saw another team come back against you guys down the stretch. You guys were able to close it out this time, but at one point you went 5.5 minutes without a basket. What do you guys have to do to close out better at the end of games?
Well, respectfully, I think we just have to win the game. I think we are who we are at this point. I mean, simply put, we are who we are. We're going to make a mistake here, turn it over, bad shot here, foul here, whatever it is. It's 24 games, and that's who we are. So we just got to find a way to win the game at this point. I mean, I love to give you 6 or 7 different things, but it's probably the same answer. You can look at my notes from 2 weeks ago, probably the same answer, but just find a way to win the game.
Ben Arnett.
Once again, Kobe Brown steps up in the second half. Can you just, I mean, how does he stay in that mindset? What is it about him that allows him to just jump in there when he needs to and play the way he did tonight? Because he's done it several times this year.
Well, the thing with him, and he's continuing to do it and get it done, just to play with an edge. He's a different player when he plays on the edge. He's driving the ball. He's assertive. And it's not so much you calling plays for him, just being aggressive. And when he's going to you can tell it's going to be one of those games for him, meaning good when he's attacking offensive glass. He's being strong. He's driving the ball to the rim. Because when he settles on the perimeter, then he's not as good. When he's attacking the rim, making plays, he's a different basketball player. So it's not necessarily okay, it's my numbers, time to play, or nobody's making shots. It's just him being aggressive and assertive because we have different actions to get him the ball. Just being aggressive and being on the edge.
Dave Matter.
Hey, Cuonzo, Drew early on in this game, a lot of shots were just kind of rimming out for him. What did you think of him in the second half? And he really was the guy carrying you during that one run you had.
The thing we talk about as a staff before games like this, when you this type of venue, both teams come out kind of chest match, see how things are going. Guys are missing at the rim. The anxiety, and I said it in a good way. All that goes with one and done, so to speak, and you have all that. And then once guys settle in the second half, same way like those guys, they settle in the second half is a different basketball game. And I like to think we'll be better tomorrow just because we've had a taste of it. Now it's just basketball.
Eric Blum.
Hey, Cuonzo, was it obvious to you that maybe Georgia watched the LSU film of how to defend Jeremiah? And what kind of message did you take to him about how they might try and take him away in this game?
I don't think they did anything just like LSU. I think it's the key. If they're doubling Jeremiah, that we should get clean looks every time. But I think with Jeremiah, like I said to him before, sometimes you have to score through the double first and foremost. Then you get it deep and score. I thought he rushed some of his shots around the rim because they don't necessarily have shot blocks. I thought he rushed some. But he's just too big and strong. I think he has to embrace the double and not be so quick to pass it out. Make plays, get to the rim, force that defense to get there on the double quick, then everything else can happen. But it's not necessarily anything that we haven't said already. It's just him being assertive.
Mitch?
Cuonzo, you all had 19 points off 13 turnovers. What went into getting those steals and just how important was it to be able to get down in transition and capitalize?
It's just being active, being aggressive, being active. When you got a guy like Wheeler, I mean, you're talking about a guy that accounts for, I think, 67% of the offense. And he gets to the rim, he makes plays. It's easy to say stop him, but where the game's officiated, he's shifting, he's getting down in some kind of way. And then he makes other stuff happen. But the key is for our guys, when he gets around the rim, be big, make him go to the top of you, and just have active hands, and don't get backdoor because they do a great job of backdooring you. And I thought we did a great job embracing that part.
Andrew Kaufman.
Coach, what do you think of getting another crack at Arkansas? Kind of, it's both you guys have won one, and we'll see who gets the third here tomorrow.
I'm looking forward to it because again, I felt like just in my opinion, we had a chance to finish in the top 2 or 3. You have to say 2 or 3 because Alabama took care of business. But I think when Tillman went down for us, it kind of took a lot out of us as a team. But but they can say the same. Justin Smith didn't play the first time we played him. Tillman didn't play the second time. So I'm looking forward to it. As a ball player, it's what you play for. It's what you look for.
Vahe.
Hey, Cuonzo, I wonder if you could just describe the atmosphere here and to what degree you guys have to make your own energy kind of given the circumstances.
We know we've talked about that all year, creating your own energy. So that part, I'm quite sure every other team has said the same thing. Create our own energy, and I thought our bench had great energy. And for our fans that was in here, you could feel them, you could hear them. But again, it goes back to just simply basketball. Just like we went on the road against Oregon, it's just and there was nobody in the gym then. It's basketball. So you create your energy by getting steals, getting dunks, getting layups, making open threes, getting stops on defense, and have some fun. Because right now it's just one game or go home. So you got to win games.
Mason.
Hey, Coach. So through a good portion of that second half, Severe Wheeler and Justin Kier only had 3 points between them. What were Drew and X doing to keep those two at bay throughout most of the half?
Well, I think it was a combination of Drew, X, Javon, even Mark's son, because we had different guys on, but Drew had the bulk of Severe. And again, that's not an easy assignment. What we just said, if he beats us, make him beat us going right. Make him beat us going right, or make him beat us shooting pull-ups. Make him beat us going right, or make him beat us shooting pull-ups. You can't allow him to just keep turning the corner. And I didn't think Jeremiah was very good in the ball screen, so that's why we started playing with Mitch, and then we started getting stops. We can switch 5 different ways with Mitch, but I didn't think Jeremiah was very good in defending him in that ball screen.
Greg.
Coach, I don't know if this falls in the "we are what we are" territory, but the decision making on offense with some shot selection, is there anything you can do about that at this point, or is it just trying to move on and advance?
Well, there's always things you can talk about. I'm not sure how much you can do about it because you still have the same personnel. You don't have much time to practice. But those things you talk about, you watch it on film, be prepared for the next one. It's what it is. But it's not as if we have a lot of, ball handlers and decision makers. So you got guys that they're good at what they do. So we're good when everybody's clicking on all cylinders, and the key is taking care of the basketball. But you can certainly talk about it. We'll watch film about it, and we'll keep moving forward.
Dave Matter.
Cuonzo, I don't know if you can really have momentum when you go into halftime, but X's shot there to beat the buzzer, did that give you some life in the locker room, or did that do anything for you?
Oh, I think it did. It was a good shot, and because I didn't think we played very well in the first half. We did enough. I thought they had the edge in the first half outside of that one shot. I thought we missed a lot of shots at the rim. But yeah, it was good. And the guys they understood it coming in half. Let's tighten the screws up. Let's do what we need to do to be successful. And we did that.
Vahe, do you have another one? No? Dave, do you have another one? All right. Thanks, Coach. I'll be right back with the players, guys.